Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Jkretrogaming. This week is going to be number 8 on IGN's all-time NES games, Dragon Warrior.
I have seen into the future. It is Dragon Warrior. Will you have the cunning, the concentration, the wisdom to puzzle your way to a world beyond imagination? We shall see, won't we? Dragon Warrior from Nintendo, coming soon.
So this is a role-playing game developed by Chunsoft. It was brought to Japan in 1986 by Enix under the name Dragon Quest, and then 3 years later to North America in 1989 under the name Dragon Warrior, which later was changed back to Dragon Quest, but that's a story for another time. It's one of those Final Fantasy name things, Japan, North America. What's with role-playing games and changing their names back and forth? I don't know. So we, the player, have to save the kingdom of Elfgard and of course rescue its princess from the evil Dragon Lord. As I find it with most role-playing games, Dragon Quest was a huge critical and commercial success in Japan, but kind of flopped when they brought it over to North America. Out of its 2 million worldwide sales, 1.5 of it was in Japan and only 500,000 was in North America. But it does hit number 8 on IGN's all-time NES list, so there's something to be said about that. We're inching closer and closer to the top 5, so we'll see how Dragon Warrior does in this 5-minute challenge. But I don't have high hopes because role-playing games aren't really my thing, and role-playing games and 5-minute challenges don't really mix too well. It's kind of like oil and water, Sylvester and Tweety, Rick and Jerry, Jerry and Tom, Bowser and Mario. So that was Dragon Warrior on the NES, and as I feared and predicted, it does not pass my 5-minute challenge. Unfortunately, role-playing games just take longer than 5 minutes to become enjoyable. And I'm not really sure why I'm still reviewing role-playing games in this format, but it was number 8, so I had to give it a shot. So let's get to the ratings. So for audio and music, fared quite well, 8.5 out of 10. So I really enjoyed the music. I really love that 8-bit sound mixed with that epic Arthurian type themed music. Those two styles seem to go hand in hand, so 8.5 out of 10. So for video and graphics, I'm gonna give this game 7 out of 10. The best part of it for me was how colorful it was. I love the green and the blue in the landscape. The castles were a little bit dull, and the people themselves, the detail was just lacking, so there was something just not right about that. So 7 out of 10. And moving right along to the all-important gameplay. This is where role-playing games in general, not that Dragon Warrior is that bad, but usually gameplay does not shine in the first 5 minutes of role-playing games, so I'm gonna give this game 4 out of 10. So moving around, my little guy was a little choppy at first, but that actually ironed out, so it's quite smooth in the long run. But the main thing was there wasn't much action at all. A lot of talking, a lot of walking, a lot of actions to open the doors, to walk downstairs. Can't just walk down the stairs, you have to give an action to walk down the stairs. Stuff like that. And when I finally did get into battle, unfortunately, I was beaten down to a pulp. So, very uneventful, 5 minutes, that's why it doesn't pass the 5-minute challenge. In fact, I'm not too sure if I'm actually going to even pick up this game in the future to try again. So, because of that, Dragon Warrior for the NES gets 4.5 Marios out of 10. So, as with most role-playing games, longer-term investment needed, not 5 minutes, fails there. Let me know in the comments what you guys think if you guys have played this. I'd love to hear from the community. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to all our subscribers for all your support. And we'll see you next week on the next 5-minute gameplay challenge. Bye.
Prepare thyself well, Dragon Warrior. Thy most challenging quest ever awaits. Go with speed, but go with patience. Seek out an arsenal, a dragon scale, a torch, and magic herbs. Use wisdom and cunning to choose thy commands, for the Dragon Lord is a fierce rival. Horrible and treacherous minions all guard the Evil One's island castle. Art thou ready, young one?
Yes, King Lord.
And so begins a new epic, Dragon Warrior.
Nintendo now.